Welcome back to In the Zone. I'm your host, Elizabeth. With the World Series coming up, some exciting games in the NFL, and a lack of tortilla throwing in Texas, we have a lot to talk about. In the Zone starts now. Joining me on desk is Wagner and George Burkhimer. Week 7 of the NFL was an intense one, but none so much as for the Las Vegas Raiders, who were blown out by the Kansas City Chiefs 31-0. Patrick Mahomes was in his last season form, throwing 3 touchdowns and over 300 yards, while the Chiefs' defense only allowed the Raiders 142 yards in total. Rashee Rice scored 2 of their touchdowns, returned from an injury to remind fans why he's a rising star in the league. Meanwhile, in Denver, the Broncos made an epic 22-point comeback against the New York Giants. Trailing 11-32 in the fourth quarter, rookie quarterback led the team to a 33-32 victory and scored the game-winning touchdown with a rush with under a minute left in the game. Kaya, which of these two teams surprised you the most, and do you think this could be an early indicator for the playoffs?
I'm not surprised by the Chiefs. I think they just were kind of thrown off, as much as I don't like the Chiefs, by their Super Bowl loss. They were so confident in the three-peat that I think it threw them off when they didn't get it, and it's been a bit of a build-back sort of start to the season.
Yeah, sure.
That one doesn't surprise me. They've, especially in the last even 10 years, been a really strong team. So, and the Raiders kind of aren't. So I'll definitely have to be waiting and seeing how they play against some better teams.
Mm-hmm.
Broncos, gotta support a little because South Park. Colorado, man.
Yeah.
But I would love to see us even a playoff appearance by them.
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl appearance might be a little bit to ask for, but it's been a minute since I think the 90s was the last time.
Yeah, I think so.
So that could be interesting and, would make Trey Parker and Matt Stone real happy if they made it.
For sure. Going back to the Chiefs, sorry. I think a lot of people were preying on their downfall at the beginning of the season. Do you think they're back?
I wouldn't say so yet.
Okay.
I would say they still got a lot more to prove. Because, the Raiders, they're not the best team in the league right now. I love them, but they're just not. And, blowing out a bad team doesn't show that, we're back. We're going to... Because when they've gone against teams that are good, say the Eagles, they lost. So it's if they can put up a good performance against a team that I would call good, then I'd say we might need to be worried. But for right now, I still don't have a lot of faith in them.
Okay. What about the Broncos? How do we feel about that?
I got faith in them. I'm going to be honest.
I
have zero faith in the Chiefs. I got about 100 in the Broncos,
Nice.
Of course, I would love the Eagles to go back to the Super Bowl and win it again, but I think a close
Let's
second
not
would
get
have
ahead
to be
of ourselves.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't want to get ahead of I don't want to jinx it yet, but I would also love to see the Broncos there. I think they're a great team. I think they've come a long way.
Yes,
And, I'd love to see them succeed.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, the 2025 World Series kicks off Friday as the Los Angeles Dodgers face the Toronto Blue Jays in a long-awaited showdown. The Dodgers aim for back-to-back titles, while the Blue Jays return to the series for the first time since 1993. With stars like Shohei Ohtani and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. leading the charge, fans are bracing for a battle on the field. George, who do you have winning it all?
I think this is a very close match, and I think this is going to be a very fun series to watch. I think I didn't have my eyes on the Blue Jays when the season started. I don't think many people did, but, they've made it the distance, and I think they got a good shot against the Dodgers. And, of course, the Dodgers coming back, Shohei Ohtani, an amazing player, but I think the Blue Jays just have a slightly more solid team compared to the Dodgers in this case.
Yeah, and I know so many Phillies fans here, but what do you think about it, Kaya? How do you feel going into this?
Unfortunately, I do think the Dodgers are going to take it because politically speaking, they have so much financial backing, so many of these strong, big-name players. But the second one of those players go down, someone gets injured, I could really see the Blue Jays winning it, and that's who I'm rooting for right now. I love an underdog.
Okay.
And
nice.
the fact that they haven't won/made an appearance since the 90s is like, okay, go out there, show your stuff, play your game. Like, I believe they could really surprise a lot of people,
Yeah.
including me.
Yeah, I was really hoping for the Yankees this year, but we unfortunately didn't.
Me
make
with the
it either.
Phils.
Yep. Texas Tech University has officially banned the decades-old tradition of fans throwing tortillas onto the field during football games. The decision came after the Big 12 told the university that there could be up to a $100,000 fine for repeat offenses. Athletic Director Kirby Hockett confirmed the ban, stating that the stakes are too high and that the fan actions could no longer be allowed to risk the team's success in a promising season. Moving forward, the university will enforce the ban by instructing fans to discard any tortillas before entering the stadium, unless they incur the penalty of loss of ticket privileges for all Texas Tech sporting events. Kaya, do you think this is a step too far, and what do you think this could mean for other college football traditions?
I mean, it's so silly to me that they always did that. I've been thinking that for a while when I first heard about it. I mean, tortillas are relatively harmless, but I can see adverse side effects from them. People getting hurt by a tortilla, I guess. I do think if they're starting to crack down on some of the more silly traditions, they could definitely start cracking down on, like, you were talking earlier about, is it Auburn that TPs the trees?
I believe they TP Auburn's trees.
That's it, yeah. So I could see even some of the silly stuff, or I'm an Oregon fan, so like some of the shenanigans that the Oregon Duck gets into, I could see that coming around, and then you're just taking some fun out of the sport.
Yeah, I'm personally a big Alabama fan, and I think that's part of the fun of getting to go to the games and do those kind of things. That's what you look forward to. George, what are your thoughts?
I think this is a tragedy.
Yeah.
First, what's next? Are they gonna even let us in the stadiums now? It's gonna be, gotta watch it from home. I don't like this. This is a step too far in every regard possible.
And what does this mean for all the taco trucks outside the stadium?
It's a
Can I
loss
not
of
bring my taco inside?
I know this is a loss of business for all of them. It's a loss of business to the grocery stores around that area. I'm sure around football season, they're stocking extra tortillas. Now they're gonna have an overflow.
That's true.
And this is a tradition. This isn't like, it's not like, oh, let's go burn down a building because the football team's playing. It's no, we're throwing tortillas on the field. That's fine. What was it? Oh no, a player might trip on it. If a guy trips on a tortilla because it's sitting in the middle of the field, that's on him. That's not on the person who threw it. How do you not see that? I have strong opinions.
I can tell you have strong opinions about it. Have you ever done that slap with the tortilla game?
Yeah.
I know a tortilla can hurt, but they're not
It's
slapping
not
them
that
with
deep.
it. It's just on the field.
I hope they lose every game this year to show why the tortillas are important.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, the Vegas Golden Knights have sparked controversy in the hockey world by announcing the signing of goaltender Carter Hart to a reported 1-year, $2.9 million contract. Hart was previously acquitted of sexual assault in an ongoing investigation, and people immediately spoke out on social media. While some fans defend the decision based purely on Hart's undeniable talent, critics argue that the signing is a major moral failure that prioritizes winning over accountability. General Manager Kelly McCrimmon defended the acquisition as purely a hockey decision, emphasizing that the organization believes in second chances and remains focused on securing high-level talent to pursue another championship title. Kaya, what do you think about this controversial move?
This may be controversial in its own right, saying this, but if he was acquitted and there was no evidence to prove him of it, that should not bar him from playing. Like, he went through the process, innocent until proven guilty. He was not proven guilty. And a lot of athletes can be real jerks, simply said. But if there's nothing that said this quite literally happened, I do think he has a right to be reacquired and to play.
And I do want to point out the NHL and the Players Association, this happened back in 2018, they agreed that they're allowed to be re-signed October 15th of 2025, and that's what happened. So I think from a legal standpoint, it's fine.
Yeah.
The question is the moral standpoint. But George, what do you think about it?
I think it's a crappy thing to do. I think if he had these issues, even if it was just never proven, I think it shows that they're putting, they're putting their morals aside, which they're a big corporation. They're never going to be like the most outstandingly moral thing, but they had a choice here, and they made the wrong choice, in my opinion.
Okay, yeah. Now it's time to go out of bounds. Last month marked the 45th annual vegetable growing competition in England. Attracting nearly 30,000 visitors every year, the Harrogate Autumn Flower Show in North Yorkshire is famous for its incredible pavilion. Inside, farmers and home gardeners compete to see who can grow the largest vegetable. Everything from cabbages, cucumbers, zucchini, and lettuce can be entered, and the winner receives a check for £1,500. The competitors show off their horticulture skills with months of soil preparation, long growing seasons, and expert care. Vegetables can be entered into the Guinness Book of World Records, and the past show featured a 19-pound onion. Now, George, this seems right up your alley.
All right.
If you had to choose a vegetable to try to grow the largest one of its kind, what vegetable would you choose?
I am actually a little bit of a gardener, so
Fun.
I'm lying. I would have to probably choose, this is going to sound weird and out there, I'm going to go with a cucumber. Now, they were talking about cucumbers a lot there.
We did see a cucumber.
We did
yeah.
see, and I'm trying to win this competition.
Okay.
I'm not playing around. I'm not going to try to be weird, like, I'm going to choose, I can't think of a vegetable right now, but, I'm going to go with the cucumber, because cucumbers, I've seen how big they can grow,
Yeah.
and I've seen how impressive it can be, and I think I want to win this competition, so I'm going to go with the cucumber.
Okay, yeah. Kai, what vegetable are you choosing?
I'm going to go along a similar thought process as George,
Okay.
but I thought about saying lettuce, but we're going to go lettuce adjacent and say cabbage.
Okay.
I know my PA Dutch people love their cabbage. I know they can get pretty big.
Yeah.
So I feel confident.
Yeah.
I think I could get one the size of this table if I tried real hard.
I think PA would be very good at this vegetable growing competition.
yeah.
I think we have one at the farm show, actually.
I was going to
I'm
say, I
pretty
think
sure
there
we
is.
have one. Yeah.
Bar sculptures and vegetables.
Yes. Yeah. I think PA and England get about the same level of fun, and vegetable growing is where it's at.
Yes.
I might go with a pumpkin. I feel like a
like it.
pumpkin. I want to
Pumpkins will
build
get
the
big.
carriage from Cinderella, like that whole kind of.
Oh my
but I
God,
won't,
carve
like,
it
carve it
right
out,
after?
'cause-
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think it might make it weird.
It
I don't know, but it would be fun. I like the little wheels. Yeah. That'll do it for this episode of In the Zone. For Kaya Wagner, George Burkhimer, Kevin Lynch, and the entire In the Zone crew, I'm your host, Elizabeth Wicht. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you right here next time on In the Zone.